So just about to start now, the Women's Scottish Cup Final. Milne Craig Clydesdale Western in orange, Grove Menzieshill in white. Teams that are sitting second and third in the National League Division 1, Sam would want me to say behind Edinburgh University, and we're into the game. So at the start, Grove sitting back a little bit. Sam, does that reflect they feel that Western's ability to release the ball from back four is maybe not as accurate as their own?
Yeah, I think it is Ali Howe here just going through. Oh, there's a chance. Yeah, they're sitting kind of three-quarter and holding. They're obviously just waiting to see how Western are going to play. Western have got so much pace in midfield with Ali Howe and Nikki Scraston, so they're maybe just not wanting to press up too high in case they get the ball and can put pressure on you.
So in Louise Carroll there showing the ability we talked about to be able to find a high forward. And Western with the first opportunity and penetration into the circle with a nice long drive by Ali Howe, who good pace and a very strong midfield player, Sam.
Yeah, Ali's had an excellent season. She suffers a wee bit by injuries, but when she's fit, you know, there's very few that can keep up with Ali. She's so strong on the ball.
And I guess on show today we've got probably four of the fastest people in Scottish hockey, and Helen Walker still has a turn of pace on her. I'll not say any more than that, Helen. And with Ali Howe, and also on Grove's side we've got Ali Bell and Linda Clements, who are both very, very quick.
Yeah, Ali Bell in particular, you know, Grove definitely tried to look to get her the ball, and you know, one-on-one, if very few can keep up with her.
Oh. Ali Howe trying to crash the ball into Jennifer Eady at the circle. It's a good tackle from Alex Wilson there. Good skills by Laura Mann holding on to the ball there. Oh, and good interception there by Nikki Scraston, and trying to take advantage of it. I think that's what we talked about earlier in the men's games, is that sometimes as a sweeper you see players off the line, but you forget how far and how quickly they can close it down.
Yeah, you know, it was a miss pass there by Louise, which, you know, is uncharacteristic of her, and it was a great pick up by Scratch. Then it came to Jen Eady, and, you know, she could have kept it going left, and Fee Bruce would have been in with a free shot in the circle. But again, if you notice just at the hit out there, they're putting Jenny Eady 5 yards off Louise Carroll to really limit her options, and I think that's the best way to defend against her.
So Grove releasing Ali Bell, but Western getting back and closing that down, forcing it to go back to the back forward and build up again.
Yeah, that's how you've got to defend against Ali Bell. You need to hold her up. You don't want her turning and running at you. And you know, Western did really well there to get numbers behind the ball and hold her up and just force her to play the ball back.
So Lee Fawcett not available today for Grove Menzieshill. Sam, she'll be a big loss, will she not?
Yeah, Lee's a really vital player for Grove. It plays in midfield and at the back, but her sister's wedding today, so you can't be at everything.
Again, a good break there by Nicky Scraston, trying to lease Western forwards, but not being able to quite make that connection with Millie Brown. Interestingly, something we were always told when we were playing is that if you don't make a straight lead on a straight lead, and so trying to play that ball, just your options are really limited, and it makes it a lot easier for the defender. Always ask for us to change lanes a bit more and make it more challenging for the defenders.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we get told that all the time. You can't, one lead very rarely is enough. You need to make 2 or 3 leads to get the ball and keep the defender guessing. It's so easy to defend if, you just run in straight lines and stay in the same channels.
So starting to build up on the right-hand side. Good interception by Helen Walker, now playing a defender after spending much of her career as an international right winger.
Yeah, I think Helen's just decided it's time, to move back. But she's a really good fullback as well, and she's really strong for this. The Western team really rely on Helen. I think her experience in the back and the way she reads the game, she is, an asset. But yeah, I think as you get older, you move back, so they say.
Yeah, except when you start there, Sam, you don't have any place to go. So Western, having had probably most of the possession so far, 7 minutes into the game. Bright sunshine here at the Glasgow Green National Hockey Centre. And as Sam said, Ali Howie quite integral to Western in that central midfield point position. So a missed pass there from Helen Walker, making it really difficult for Frances Lonergan to pick it up, and Grove come back with a sideline ball. So Katie Robertson taking that. Katie played pretty well in the semi-final against you guys and had a couple of goals. And so Danielle Johnson there having the first shot of the game, but pulling it in the near post.
Yeah, I mean, she did well to be able to, get free in the circle, and you can't, I wouldn't be happy with that. It's not a great angle to score from, and you saw Ali Bell was just at the penalty spot, screaming for the ball, and I think that would have been the better decision.
Yeah, at this level with good goalkeepers, as a coach, I'd be asking my players to hit the far foot so that the ball comes back into play and we get another opportunity. So if you are going to shoot, you're shooting across the player, the goalkeeper, so they have to bring it back into play. So Laura Mann with the ball, moving it back through Frances Lonergan and Helen Walker with a number of leads in midfield. Good example there from Nicky Scraston of changing lanes. Good work. I thought good work by Amy Brodie, and I thought that in the semi-final, I thought she played really well for Grove in that left midfield position. Having had a number of in and outs of opportunities at national level, she seems to be starting to show the potential that we've all thought of her.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Amy Brodie's. I think her stick skills are class, to be honest. I think she's really, really good, and she's so quick when she's got the ball. She needs to, she's had chances, opportunities in the Scotland team, and hopefully she'll train hard this summer and get the rewards and get picked for the Europeans. But I mean, she can cause a lot of damage, I think, to the Western defence today.
Yeah, I think Amy's issue has been fit enough to be able to keep that intensity of game going. for 70 minutes, and at international level, as you know probably better than anybody else, then you've got to keep that going. A bit late in that tackle, and Sarah Wilson giving a quiet word with Amy. Sarah Wilson and Ellen Murray umpiring today, two of our top umpires, Sam?
Yes. No comment. No, they are. I mean, it's not an easy task to ask to umpire, and players always know best, don't they?
Yeah, I tend to do the umpiring while I'm playing as well. So good break by Milne. Good save by Catherine, and not quite able to pick up the rebound. But a lovely ball by Amy Brodie. Finds Danielle Johnson. But Susan McGilvery picking it up and clearing it down the touchline. Sarah Wilson's done particularly well since she's taken up umpiring, Sam, hasn't she? As an under 21 player, I think it was a back injury that stopped her playing career, but she's really been fast-tracked as a top-class international umpire.
Oh yeah, she has. I mean, she was Easter weekend. She was in Bilthoven doing the EHL women's final, which is a great accolade to get in for a European umpire. And she also did the final at the World League or Champs Trophy, which again, brilliant for her to be able to do that, and great for Scotland to have an umpire at such a high level.
Absolutely. Another ball from Ali Howie getting crunched through to the circle with Fee Bruce trying to get a touch on it. So Louise Carroll playing it out from the back, out to Katie Robertson, and then into Amy Brodie. Broken down by Ali Howie. So again, good defence from Western, forcing Ali Bell to have to come all the way back from inside their own 23, the Western 23 rather, all the way back into their other half to release the ball. And Western pick it up with Susan McGilvery in the wide left defensive position. Great tackle by... And goal from Ali Bell there. About Ali's distance for a hit from about 7 yards.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Alex Wilson did well to go in there and offer for the pass, and then, you know, Grove double teamed, stole the ball, and a nice early pass from Pauline Stott to Belly, who, you know, she doesn't really miss from there.
So a bit against her on the play, but as Sam says, Alex Wilson losing the ball to Pauline in an early release. Good tackle there. Jill Green coming forward with the ball, releasing Fiona Bruce. Grove trying to channel her out into the left side. Actually not a bad ball. If one of the forwards could have been baseline to knock it back into play. So Fiona Bruce offsetting the Western defence to try and force Louise Carroll to go where Western would like, but Louise takes it to the side and manages to hit a nice long ball to long forward.
I can see what Fiona was trying to do there, but she's still, as soon as Louise moves it, you know, she's closing down on her reverse stick, and you know, you're not going to stop one of Louise Carroll's shots with your reverse stick. I think she almost has to offset a little bit more so that she's closing down on her forehand.
And good pressing by Grove again, with Linda Clements getting a touch on that and eventually getting picked up with Amy Brodie managing to get Ali Bell on the baseline. Good tackle. Helen Walker defending and tackling like a defender rather than like a forward. And that's something as a coach you would be a bit disappointed in, that long hit that just gets picked up by the opposition and then allows them to attack.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Western's strengths are in their midfield. So, you know, if I was Cat Sempo, I'd be wanting them to, you know, play it into the midfield, use the pace that they have in there, and try and create opportunities from there rather than trying to hit a long ball.
I think Ali Howie has to be the go-to player from that perspective. She's so strong and manages to hold on to the ball, doesn't make too many mistakes. And there she picks the ball up on a great reversing tackle and makes a break. But well back by Pauline Stott.
Yeah, that's one thing. You know, Ali did so well there, and you look at the space that she has, you just want her to put the burners on and absolutely go for it. Pauline should never have been able to get back to Ali there. She needs to cut the defender out straight away and go to goal.
Yeah, I think the cutting out of the defender is absolutely critical, not letting them run alongside you. So again, Helen bringing it out to Frances Lonergan, inside ball. Laura Mann doing really good skills. And good lead. And a good early shot. Excellent lead off the defender by Anna May Morton, and shot off the back foot, clipping the foot of the defender. Still saved by Catherine in the goal, but it gives Western the first corner of the game. They scored some corners in the semi-final, Sam, but it was against lower division opposition. Western's corner routine is something that would frighten you?
Yeah, absolutely. Kat Semp, which is always quite particular with her corners and works, and I know the team work hard at them. So yeah, they generally do have a good corner routine, and the 2 goals that they scored against us this season have both come from corners.
So Western equalise from top circle, and so Fiona Bruce making it 1-1. Not sure it wasn't for somebody coming in at the back post for a deflection, but managed to sneak in at the foot post of Catherine.
Yeah, I agree, Neil. I do think they were looking for the deflection, but again, defences are looking for the deflector as well, and they kind of forget that if the ball's on target, they've got to defend that. Absolutely,
there are so many options now that sometimes people forget that the first job is to stop the direct shot and then look at the deflection, and they already go for the deflection. So 1-1 halfway through the first half. And a fairly even game, and both sides having a bit of possession, getting into the circle. But as you quite rightly say, the Western's penalty corner routine paying dividends then, and allowing them to get back on level terms.
This is the first of 3 meetings that these teams are going to have in the space of a week, because they're going to meet next weekend for the playoffs, Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know whether maybe they're being a little bit cautious with their tactics, and it'll be interesting to see what corner routines they do. They might just stick to the simple strike from the top of the D.
Yeah, absolutely, because whilst the Scottish Cup's at stake now, there's no European place for anything from the Scottish Cup. The European places are gained through the playoffs that start, as you say, Sam, next weekend. So for those that are watching, the dotted white line was for taking the ball back 5 yards, for free hits within 5 yards of the circle. That's now changed, and you can take the ball anywhere when the foul happens within that, but the ball has to still travel 5 metres before it can go into the circle. So I guess in comparison to the men's game, we're seeing far fewer aerials. That's probably the first one halfway through the first half. Louise Carroll lifting the ball and Grove penalised because Linda Clement was standing beside the defender Laura Mann when the ball went up. So her responsibility is to clear from that and let the defender have control.
I'm glad you know that rule, Neil, because sometimes I don't think the forwards do. Here's Sarah Jameson about to have a chance here. Well played. Yeah, she's a good forward, strong forward, really good skills, and did really. I actually thought the defender had done well to hold her up, but that was a nice, good, quick shot. Nice goal.
Yeah, and again, it reflects what we were talking about in terms of Louise Carroll's ability to hit that long ball and hit the high forward, where Western thought that they had that slightly under control. And so 2-1 to Grove, and Western are playing a little dangerous game just at the moment now, because they're not marking up man to man the high forwards of Grove, and they lost that goal because the zone that they'd set up hadn't really worked, and Louise had the ability to go past it. So again, we've got an opportunity. Kristen Stobo out, but Sarah Jameson not able to take advantage of it on that occasion. But again, turnover. Amy Brodie with a great ball through, picking up Sarah Jameson again.
In the attack just at the beginning, like, Brodie plays a great one-handed reverse stick slider pass, and then another pass in there to Sarah Jameson, who did a great chap and managed to get a shot. I think Brodie looks like she's enjoying herself out there.
And then coming the other end, fantastic ball from Susan McGilvery to Jill Green, turns and almost creates fantastic opportunity.
I'm laughing, that's a classic Sooty spin. We've seen that many a time.
I think we've seen it in black and white, never mind colour. So again, game going from end to end, not exactly the slow build-up, but both teams have got players who can penetrate with long passes and just turn the game. Again, great play by Sarah Jameson, putting the Susan McGilvery under a bit of pressure and getting an opportunity where Kirsten Stobo had to make the save. So Grove having a bit of concerted pressure just now. Ali Howie again starting some attacks from Western and going through, releasing a really good ball. A bit of a mix up there by Louise Carroll and Kath Ray. Western still got the ball. And Ali Howie off her back foot, not quite sure whether it was a deflection. Might have been a deflection by Millie Steiger, but we're back to 2-2 with 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, it was initially a really great move by Western, and they managed to get the ball down to the left-hand side and then get the cross in. And then Ali did really well, moving the ball away from the defender and hitting off her back foot. I think, to be honest, I think the Catherine in goals was maybe unsighted because it was quite crowded. But again, you got it, you know, like we said in the men's game beforehand, you got to hit the target. Absolutely,
and a good shot off the back foot with the ball outside the back foot, leaning backwards. Not always easy to get that on target. Good skill, and as you rightly pointed out earlier on, it shows Ali Howie's ability to come from midfield, lay the ball out and join the attack and actually create something. So Glasgow Green for goals, Sam?
I know, here we were thinking it wasn't going to be that many goals in this game. It's great. Exactly what everyone here is looking for, was looking for in this game.
Yeah. I think what we said was it probably wouldn't be as one-sided in terms of the goals. But when you've got attacking teams like this, and all credit to the coaches and the players, they've gone out to really attack and win the game. Pauline Stott's still a very, very good player at this level, Sam.
Oh yeah, Pauline's a really good player, and she's good to have in the team in terms of her experience and her knowledge, and she just helps the youngsters along so much. I see her daughter Katie's now come on and playing in the centre midfield, so you know it's good. Pauline's, I mean, I'd have her in my team, I reckon.
So an example there of the speed of Ali Bell being able to collect that ball, and Kirsten Stobo almost getting herself caught when running out, and Ali catching it, but nobody in the middle of the goal to be able to take advantage. So Sam, the family connection in the game?
Yeah, obviously with Katie Stott coming on now, yeah, I mean she's a great young player. I think she's only maybe 16, so. Yeah, I mean, she looks pretty decent, to be honest. But I mean, if your mum's Pauline Stott, you're going to do pretty well, I think.
And Davy wasn't a bad player or coach either, so I guess you've got the both mother and father giving advice there. But I'm going to put you on the spot. The other family connection in the game?
Sarah Wilson and Alex Wilson. Oh, top marks for me. Yeah, I don't think that should be a factor in this game, hopefully.
No, absolutely not. But I'm sure their dad, who played with Edinburgh Civil Service a number of years ago, will be really proud to see both of them on the pitch at the same time. So a bit of a confusion there over a couple of Western players. Allow Grove to pick the ball up and attack again. Ali Bell trying to... Sorry, Lindsay Allen trying to get the ball through to Ali Bell, but not quite managing it. And we turn over again for Western. That was a good play by Alex Wilson, drew in two defenders, but Western haven't really been able to go forward fast enough to take advantage of it. A few of the Western players looking a wee bit tired.
Yeah, they do a bit. It's quite an open game, so you know, you can find yourself doing shuttles. So, I mean, they shouldn't really be tired at this stage. I'd be a bit worried if I was Kat Sempo and my players are tired. But you know, she's got a full bench. She should start using that bench, maybe.
Yeah, the rolling subs that we've got now in hockey can allow people to go on and off as often as they want. And you know, there's some talk that the aerobic fitness that we used to work very, very hard on maybe isn't quite as important, because you're not on for, or you may not need to be on for that length of time, and it's just short spurts, and the speed of players like Ali Bell is more important to create things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, lots of teams nowadays use rotations, and you can be on for 9 minutes and then off for 6 or whatever. I don't know if these teams do that so much, because there's quite dominant players. I mean, you'll find Louise Carroll be on for a full game, Ali Bell chances could be on for a full game. So we maybe don't rotate as much in the club game as they do internationally.
Okay, and Jenny Eadie coming in there for trying to get a deflection for a far post pass. And Grove building it up again through Katie Robertson. Lyndon Clements just overrunning it. That's a big ask from Jenny Eadie for Alex Wilson, but he gets across. And Pauline, with the experience, didn't even look at the umpire, just takes the ball so that the ball's in play before anybody can make a decision. Well, again, great opportunity. Grove getting the ball onto the baseline. I think Sarah Jameson on there creating great opportunity, but Linda not being able to put the end of it.
Yeah, which is unlike Linda. You know, that's usually her range in there. Again, Sarah Jameson, great skills along the baseline. She's got such quick hands and a really nice balls. And yeah, I'm sure Linda would be disappointed. We expected to get that at least on target.
Yeah, with under 5 minutes to go, sitting here at 2-2 at Glasgow Green National Hockey Centre. Yeah, I think if Charlotte was disappointed in anything in the semi-final, it would have been that they didn't feel that Grove's conversion of their opportunities was at the high level that you might have expected. Again, Frances Lonergan not being able to make that connection with Laura Mann coming down that side, and turns the ball over to Grove Menzieshill to be able to create opportunities down that right side. Really good tackling by Alex Wilson on Ali Bell, forcing the ball to go outside again, and Grove to restart their attack.
Again, though, I think, you know, Ali had a pass there to Katie Stott, and she maybe say she didn't have the ball in the right position, but, you know, I think Ali, people just swarmed Ali, defenders swarmed Ali because she's so dangerous, and I think if she can recognise that, there's 3 players that she can then pass to in her team.
Absolutely, it's about understanding where people are before you receive the ball so that you can make that good decision. I think there an obvious confidence of Susan McGilvery as an international player, with Ali Howie being able to give her the ball when she may look initially marked. Unfortunate there. Katie Robertson, the ball just going slightly out, and Linda Clements tidying up for Grove Menzieshill. So Laura Mann setting it up now for Western. Ali Howie coming through, but turning and recycling. 2 minutes to go. Sam, as a coach, would you be looking to go in and get that extra goal, or would you be happy to just settle with it at 2-2?
I'd be pretty happy. I think both teams have, you know, had a good first half, got a couple of goals. Yeah, I wouldn't be chasing the game just yet. You know, there's a lot of hockey still to be played in this match. So yeah, I think both coaches will be happy with the draw 2-2 at the moment.
If you think Charlotte would be happy having let 2 goals in, you don't know Charlotte as well as I do. So Western attacking down the left-hand side again. Good 3D skills. Great opportunity. And looks like Millie Brown getting deflection in front of Catherine, the goalkeeper. Again, good break down the left side. Looked as though it was Nikki bringing it in.
Just seeing that in the replay there, I think that's a classic Millie Brown goal. She didn't know too much about it, to be honest, but she got to be in those right positions. She was in the right position. She got the touch, and you know, she gets the rewards.
And as we talked about earlier, Nikki Scrasson picking the ball up, changing the angles, driving inside from that left thing. Now, if you're Katrina with under a minute to go, you would be looking to hold on to the ball with a 3-2. Blind pass, I just hate that, sorry.
I know. Yeah, Kat will be delighted, I think, with this first half. She set the team out really well. They've worked well together, and you know, they've taken their chances, and now, you know, they find themselves 3-2 up. But I agree about that blind pass. Yeah, they need to do better with that.
And with under 30 seconds to go, Grove get their first penalty corner of the match. And Louise Carroll sprints up to the top circle. Again, they've got a number of good options, but when you have Louise as a straight strike, then other teams have to stop that one first.
Yeah, I mean, Louise has got a fantastic strike on the ball. But, you know, I think there are options nowadays, and you would expect a keeper to stop the straight strike. Sorry, easy for me to say. But I think you would want, you know, to use options and have someone deliver a ball for deflections, because Belly, Linda, I think they're going to go left deflection here because Linda's on the left-hand side.
Okay, important here that the ball gets transferred out because Western have got some good runners. A bit slow. Louise comes out. 1-2 option. Helen Walker out.
Make it dangerous.
Oh, it's a great tackle, Helen Walker.
That just absolutely highlights when you don't get the ball to the top of the D, that it just breaks down. And when the ball went up there, and I thought Pauline could have made that dangerous and tried to, you know, take a swipe at it and earn another corner. You've got to sometimes help the umpires with their decisions.
I think one of the things, Sam, is that Pauline maybe not is up to speed with the 3D skills in terms of the aerials. Younger forwards would just had a go at that, but Pauline comes from an era where you wanted to bring the ball down and play first, and so it wasn't her initial reaction. Absolutely right. I was just going to say to you, because the pitch is drying out, the delivery of the penalty corner was actually going to be critical. It didn't come out to where we wanted, and so then Louise had to make a decision. So we're going to have a look back at some of the action from the first half. Pauline Stott's ball into Ali Bell, time to take her stick back and choose the goalkeeper's right post past Kirsten Stovall. An excellent drive, and that was a pick-up. Western's first goal.
Yeah, I think there you can see that Louise Carroll's kind of blinded by the player going in for the deflection. And, you know, if we see it here again, the girl comes in, she can't see the ball.
Yeah, they had two runners in for that deflection. One of them goes in front of Louise to distract her, and the other one goes in behind, and it actually goes to the one behind. Here's Ali Howie off the right foot, and again, deflection at the near post. Catherine a bit late getting to there.
Yeah, you can see from this angle. Again, she's blinded. I don't think it did take a deflection, but again, Kath looks like she's a bit blinded by Pauline there.
Yeah, absolutely right. Ali Howie's shot off the back foot. Western's corner, and you see the two girls for the deflection. Ali Howie going in front of Louise Carroll and blinding her, so she didn't really see the ball. Okay, so wherever you are in the world, we want to hear from you. Tweet us please at Scottish Hockey, hashtag Hockey Finals, as you can see on your screen, and we'll read out the best of your comments when we can during the coverage. So just under 6 minutes to go to the start of the second half, Milne Craig Clydesdale Western are leading Grove Menzieshill by 3 goals to 2. So we're halfway through the 3rd game of the day here at the Glasgow Green National Hockey Centre. At 10 o'clock this morning, when Sam and I were having our first cup of coffee, we had the Women's Scottish Plate final, where Dundee Wanderers, the First Division team, beat Edinburgh University Thirds from the Championship by 9 goals to 1. That was followed at 12 o'clock by PSL Team Sport Clydesdale, who beat Falkirk GHG Hockey Club by 7 goals to 1. And we're now halfway through the Women's Scottish Cup final, with Milne Craig Clydesdale Western leading Grove Menzieshill by 3 goals to 2. And at 4 o'clock, our last game of the day, Grange are playing Edinburgh University in the Men's Scottish Cup final. So Sam, your impressions of the day so far?
Yeah, it's been a great day for hockey in terms of seeing lots of goals. Dundee Wanderers came away thoroughly deserved winners of the first match, as did Clydesdale in the second match. This is a much tighter affair, which we always knew would be, between Grove and Clydesdale Western. So yeah, so far it's been great. Lots of goals for the spectators to see, and great for us to commentate on.
So you know both the coaches pretty well. Charlotte going in 3-2 down, never likes being down, and a very competitive coach, as I guess we all are. Katrina going in 3-2 up. What do you think they'll be saying to their teams?
Yeah, I think Kat will be extremely happy with the way that her team has played in this half, and you know they've thoroughly deserved their 3 goals. She definitely will be the happier two of the coaches, but you can never underestimate Grove at all, and you'd be silly to, because they are so strong and so experienced. So I don't think Charlotte will be panicking too much. You know, she obviously will be disappointed. She'll maybe be expecting a wee bit more of her players. I think they should play it into midfield a little bit more rather than always going for the long ball. The forwards are a wee bit isolated up there. So yeah, they need to just keep possession of the ball and stick to the process that she sets out and believe that they can get back into it. Whereas Western, they just need to keep going the way they're going. They're playing well.
I think from my perspective as a defender, I'd be looking for both defences to tighten up a wee bit. If I was the Western coach, I'd be a little bit unhappy at the long balls that are being found through to the high forwards. When you know the type of forwards that Grove Menzieshill have, they've got Ali Bell, they've got Linda playing up there sometimes, Danielle Johnson and Sarah Jameson. You can't leave them one-on-one being able to lead out and take on defenders. So if you're going to press, you need to make sure they don't have that ball through to the high forwards. And from a Grove's point of view, I just think they've let goals in from round about the goalkeeper with a lot of forwards in there, and yet the initial strikes have been top circle-ish without an awful lot of pressure. So Fiona Bruce's corner didn't really seem to be under an awful lot of pressure when she was taking the shot. Nikki Scraston, when she came across, didn't seem to be under an awful lot of pressure when she was hitting. Ali Howie didn't seem to be under an awful lot of pressure when she was hitting. So for me, both defences need to step up a little bit. The forward lines are scoring the goals, but if we'd been calling it, I don't think we would have called a 5-goal first half.
No, we wouldn't have, and I completely agree in terms of Grove. I think they do need to get more pressure to the ball. Their defenders, with the exception maybe of Suze Hamilton, they're not the quickest, and maybe they are worried about players in and around the goalkeeper. Lots of defenders say they like the goalie to take the first shot. So yeah, maybe Kath Ray in goals, probably a little bit disappointed. It is our first ever cup final, which surprised me when I found that out, because she's such an experienced keeper. So maybe nerves have played a part with Kath in this first half.
Thanks, Sam. So we're about a minute away from this second half. And Western leading by 3 goals to 2. Both teams just getting a word of advice from their captains. And the first 5 minutes of this half going to be critical.
Yeah, Grove always tend to come out quite hard from experience in the second half. We've fallen victim to that a couple of times. So yeah, Western need to be aware of that.
And again, starting with Linda, Danielle Johnson and Ali Bell up front. Amy Brody sitting in the centre of midfield. Good ball through from Susan McGilvery, and Fiona Bruce sets off on a run, almost splits her teammates with her pass. Frances Lonergan had quite a good first half, Sam. She makes good tackles when she gets there. Maybe needs a wee bit of work on her distribution.
Yeah, I mean, she's a very strong tackler, and I think she's probably come on a lot this season playing alongside Helen Walker in that bit of experience, and obviously Susan McGilvery at the back as well. Yeah, but she's a young player, and yeah, I think she has started. She had a good first half.
So Susan McGilvery passing the ball into the corner, looking for a lead either from Jen Edie or from Fiona Bruce, but wasn't there. A wee bit symptomatic of one of the Western's difficulties there is that the free hit, Ali Howie was on the ball, but really didn't have anybody as a go-to player, because she is the go-to player for quite a lot of Western players. So Frances making a good interception there, and then a good tackle. Fiona Bruce doing well, just holding the ball up and recycling.
Yeah, Fiona did do well there, because I think she was looking to switch that play and open it out. Well, here's Ali Howie showing her strength there. Yeah, but she was looking to switch that and open it out to the right-hand side, but didn't, there wasn't the support there from Western. I think they could, commit a few more players forward.
And another good cross from Ali Howie. No takers in the Grove circle from Western's perspective. So Pauline Stott with the ball wide right for Grove Menzieshill, and Alex Wilson will be a wee bit disappointed she didn't make more advantage of that interception. So Western making it difficult for Grove to try and play the ball around the back, but Pauline Stott managing to find Louise to open up that left channel.
Laura Mann there on the sideline. There was nothing really for them to come out of there, to come away from numbers. And I always try and think that's so important. When you've had the ball over in that area of the pitch, you really want to transfer it and, create more space. But there wasn't really a deep option there for her.
I totally agree, Sam. It's absolutely critical that you have a point to be able to change the attack, to go from one side to the other. And sometimes players get so reliant on a single player creating the point that if they're not there, then nobody else steps up to do that. So I like how he coming through, trying to create something, but Ali Bell in there defending and goes out for a Grove 16. well back by Alex Wilson there, creating the interference to make sure that Western got the ball back.
That was a good ball again there. That's when you transfer it. Ali Howe gets it, transferred the ball to Scratch. She plays it in. Good pick up by Millie, and Millie Brown. They create a chance, and that was good composure by Fee Bruce to round the keeper and slot that in the goal.
So, first goal of the second half within 5 minutes of the start. So, and Fee Bruce in the international squad just now, seemingly scored her first international goal against Germany, which I'm not sure very many players can say. So important for Western to just consolidate now for the next 5 minutes and not give anything away.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't quite expecting that. I thought Grove would come out a little bit harder than they have, and yeah, it just shows that this Grove defence isn't as strong as maybe they would like. I think maybe Lee Fawcett is a factor there missing today.
So Linda Clements got the ball wide right under a bit of pressure from Susan McGillivray, but crossing the ball, and unfortunately Frances Lonergan doing what we tell our players not to do, turn away, and deflection puts the ball on her foot. So Grove get their first corner, and the first corner of the second half. If you remember the first corner they had towards the end, in the very last seconds of the first half, the delivery was not great. So really important for Grove to make sure that the ball is delivered to Susan Hamilton, with Louise Carroll ready to step in for the straight hit. So goal has been given. A little bit of confusion there initially. Western are complaining that the initial shot was a bit high, stopped on the line by the defender, and then Grove took the rebound and managed to score.
Yeah, I can have sympathy. I can see Kat looking to Sarah Wilson and thinking the initial shot was high, and that happened to us in the semi-final as well. Louise Carroll's initial shot was high, and it went, and they got a deflected goal from there. So, but to be fair, Sarah's not in the position. It's actually the other umpire, who I don't think her positioning was that great. She needs to be right behind the strike of the ball so she can see at what height it's coming in at. But I think I'd be a bit aggrieved if I was Western there right now.
Well, Sarah didn't give it right away, and she was looking towards her other umpire, Ellen Murray. So I'm not sure whether she got much support from it, or whether Ellen gave her information about the shot. But certainly we're now at 4-3, and Katie Robertson going off for a green card for a tackle on Ali Howie.
Not dwelling too much on the goal, but again I think it's Ellen's positioning. Oh, there it is again, Alex. Oh, good save, Kath. But yeah, Ellen's positioning wasn't good enough, so how can she help Sarah?
So important that Western take advantage of the playing, the Grove being a player down. Crossover by Fiona Bruce, saved by Kath Ray, and cleared onto the feet of Jen Eady. So all happening just now. Great play by Fiona Bruce, putting Jacqueline Sutty under pressure and stealing the ball. So Grove at the moment under a little bit of defensive pressure. Great cross, fantastic cross from Alex Wilson, picked up by Fiona Bruce under a bit of pressure. she gets a shot off, and long corner given.
Here we were in the first two games, Neil, saying that the umpires hadn't really, we didn't notice them, and in this game, as we thought, it's a little bit more prominent, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's a tight game, and I guess that always means that there's going to be tight decisions. You just hope that they don't happen round about the circle area. And Grove with another opportunity. Great defending by the Western goalie, Kirsten Stobo, out on, it's Louise Duffy now out in the Western goal. Great defence by her to put Daniel Johnson under a bit of pressure when she received that ball. So Grove with their tails up just now. Robertson managing to break into the circle and find Ali well on the baseline, but Sarah Wilson, the umpire, pulling up for an infringement, and Western get to set up their 16 to bring the ball out again. So good pressure work by Janidi there, putting the, sorry, is it Anime?
Yeah, Anime Morton.
Sorry, yeah, Anime Morton putting the defender under pressure and then following it up to get the ball out. So Fee Bruce trying a bit of 3D skills there, but defender doing well. And Western having a long corner. Western just trying to find passes that aren't quite on at the moment, and Grove making the interceptions.
Yeah, I think there again, Western are almost trying to force the ball, and I think they need to bring it round and use the width a bit more. It's awful narrow, and they're trying to force it down that right-hand channel.
Yeah, Katie Robertson there, very free, and then able to find Ali Bell. Cuts an angle, and almost a deflection for Danielle Johnson at the back post. Good work there from Grove, but Western almost allowing Katie Robertson a lot of space in that left midfield area. So good tackle by Susan McGilvery, finds Nikki Scrasson, who attacks the circle. Oh, good reverse stick. No real backlift, so defenders didn't really see it coming, did they?
No, it was. It was good by Scratch. It was a good early pass to her, and she managed to turn and get that ball in. It's just a shame that there wasn't more Western players in there to capitalise on it.
So Helen Walker making that interception, Ali Howie releasing, and Louise Carroll making the defensive work for Grove, and then managing to find Katie Robertson. We're just asking a wee bit too much of Ali Bell. Frances Lonergan making that interception.
Yeah, no, that was a good move by Western, and I think it was Anna May had a chance to, one-on-one with Louise Carroll, and she's such a good tackler. If you take it too close to her, she's going to take the ball off you. You need to take it round her and move it much quicker. But you get too close to Louise and she'll pick you off every time. Another great ball.
Releasing Pauline then into Linda Clements and trying to get it down another channel to Ali Bell. Ali Howie creating the opportunity there, and then making a release with Nikki Scrasson and Jill Green going in front. So Jill Green now attacking the circle. Spin out. What do you reckon? 3D skills. Oh, and what great opportunity for Western. Jill Green doing a lot of good work there.
Yeah, it was. It was a really good move there. A nice early ball from Scratch, but here's Belly when she's most dangerous. Oh man, I mean it's a good position there. I don't know why players, she had so much time, and to take it on a reverse when she could have turned and had a shot on her front stick, and you can hear the coach shouting that at her. I think they just need to know where you are in the circle and make better decisions.
And no matter how strong you are on your reverse, if you can turn on your front stick, you do have more options. And being able in that situation to actually turn and run the goalkeeper a couple of yards, we've seen before, is an easy option. But cross intercepted by Western, and Jill Green pulling Louise Carroll out. If she can release the ball early. Yeah. Just needed to be a wee bit harder. But game now opening up. Louise Carroll finding Amy Brodie. Amy Brodie getting Ali Bell. Great tackle by Susan McGilvery to break that attack up. Kate Jameson attacking the circle, but another good tackle by Frances Lonergan. Western taking a little bit of time to just control this. And a good reverse stick out from Susan McGilvery.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of Susan's strengths. Some people maybe say that she overuses it a bit, but no complaints there. And you just see Nikki Scraston looking at the bench saying that, she wants a little rest. Maybe that's why she didn't pick up that ball, but she has put in a lot of work this half. Brodie's got the ball now, and I was just thinking she's not been as involved this half. Another chance here by Belly. Yeah, I think probably Grove want to get Amy Brodie into the game a wee bit more, Louise Baxter into it a wee bit more. Yeah, they've not really seen it. Like I say, I think they need to play it into the midfield.
So cries of derision from the Grove crowd, I assume. A tackle. Nikki Scrasson trying to feed that one through to Anna May Morton, but as Sam said earlier, it's a very up and down game, and the midfield players having to work very hard both to support the attack but also in defence, and especially when you've got players who can penetrate as far as these ones can. Oh, Susan Gilman having an opportunity there, but Yeah, a lot of circle action going on just now, and the supporters of both teams beginning to get slightly upset at things not necessarily going their way.
Susan McGilvery's defended Ali Bell really well. Ali likes to cut in from the right hand side and drive, and Susan's not allowed her to do that, so she'll be pretty happy with that there. Yeah, but just previously there in the circle, I think Western a bit aggrieved that they didn't get a corner, and Ellen was looking at Sarah again though, but they're not seem to be helping each other out there.
So Sheila Johnson, Western's Irish player, has a 2-minute rest for a stick tackle. I think Western have to be really careful they don't get too disjointed and separated while they're down to 10 players. Anime Morton, they're trying to press a little bit, but with 10 players you might just want to consolidate and give Grove the ball at the back and wait till you get your full complement back on.
Absolutely, Neil. I've just realised, yeah, well, they've just put Millie Brown on and she's gone immediately up front, and Kat's told her to come back into midfield. Yeah, you don't really want to be having 3 forwards on at this time, I don't think.
And that's where the Helen Walkers and the Pauline Stotts and other international players who have seen it and done it have to just take control of the game and be able to give the youngsters the advice and support them through this period. So a good break from Western again. Jill Green coming down the right hand side and getting a cross, but deflected by Louise Carroll out for a long corner, and that'll be set up. Oh, so unfortunate there for Western. Another good effort. Deflection in front of Catherine, but this time going past the post.
Again, that's Grove, you know, getting the ball and just hitting long. I don't know why they're not playing it into their midfielders.
So a double team from Aislinn Sutty and Pauline Stott, but again, just trying to force passes. Good defending by Fiona Bruce. Oh, and Louise Baxter taking a chance there, getting the ball back to Louise Carroll. And as Sam said, just a few mistakes creeping into both defences at the moment. That so good defensive work by Jill Green. And now a chance for Western. Ali Howie goes forward, but rolls the ball too far in front of Fiona Bruce and it goes out for a 16.
Yeah, just looking there at Grove, you know, I'm saying I want them to play into midfield, and they're 2 players high. And I mean, that's fine, but you can't get the ball to them. I feel, you know, they need to have a wee bit more offering in midfield.
Oh, yeah. So again, good work by Alex Wilson, making Ali Bell turn back and turn out. And Fiona Bruce coming back and doing some defensive work. Wow. Ball through by quick thinking Pauline Stott, taking the ball and getting a nearly hit through, but Lindsay Allen not able to get it on target. So with 11.5 minutes to go, Western at the moment leading by 4 goals to 3. And Louise Carroll penalised there with an opportunity for Western to attack. But oh, great jab tackle by Fiona Bruce, but didn't get anything out of it.
I have to say I've been really impressed with Western today. You know, they've come out here, they've really organised, the jump back from the forwards, from the midfielders has been, you know, good. Let's, you know, see if they can keep it going for the last 10 minutes, because this is when Grove are really dangerous. This final 10 minutes, you know, they tend to step it up a bit, so it'll be interesting to see if Western can sustain this, but I have been really impressed so far.
So a good break there from Amy Brodie, and now the opportunity to hit long. Katie Robertson laying it off to Sarah Jameson, and as Sam says, this is when Grove have the opportunity to really penetrate like that, and Western are going to have to make sure that the defensive work by their midfield players is up to scratch. So Nikki Scrasson picks up the ball from Jill Green, plays it into the circle. Great save by Catherine, hand save. So Nikki Scrasson doing the sensible thing, driving across and gaining a foul to allow Western to have the same possession again and again. She bit of strength here by Amy Brodie, but Sarah Wilson deciding that it was slightly too much strength, and gives Western the foul midway between the halfway and the 23. Jill Green trying to change the angle, but come out against Louise Baxter and getting not much change. Good defending, as Sam said, by Susan McGilvery. Western attacking, but only one other forward in the circle, and so unfortunately Millie Brown not able to make that connection. And now it's Grove. Good tackle by Ali Howie.
They've done that all game, Western. They've just double teamed. I mean, that was brilliant work by Susan and Ali there to double team and belly. I mean, I have been really impressed with the work rate from Western. Yeah, as you say, Sam, their defensive work's been first class, but in the last 7.5 minutes of the game, it's important to see whether their fitness work has been sufficient for them to continue this for the next, let's say, 7 minutes. So Susan Hamilton trying to come back and do some defensive work they were talking about, but unfortunately Alex Wilson taking advantage of it, and not only getting Western their first corner of the second half, but also receiving a yellow card, so she'll now be off for the next 5 minutes, and we'll only have 2 minutes of the game left when she comes back on. So Western scored with their only other and first corner, Sam. Fiona Bruce, top circle again.
So good defensive work from Cathray there. Wee bit of confusion by Western at the top circle in the initial corner, whether Fiona Bruce was taking it or somebody else, but certainly 2 or 3 shots that Cathray managed to just get in good position and clear.
Yeah, Kath did really well there. The ball, I mean, again, there was confusion, and you have to have it absolutely spot on at the top of the D, especially with Linda Clement running out, because she's such a good number 1 runner. So she got out there quickly, but again, it was a bit like shooting practice. Alex had a great chance, but took maybe an extra touch that she didn't need to take. Ali Howe hit a first-time ball. So, yeah, Kath did well there to stop that. She had about 3 saves in succession. But this is where Grove are dangerous.
I think for me, the one thing there, Sam, is that 2 out of 3 shots were in the air, and goalkeeper, it's meat and drink to goalkeepers to pick that off with their hand. If you can whack it in the corner, at the bottom corners, then you're going to get goals.
I completely agree. Sometimes I think, forwards are thinking they're wanting to, go for the spectacular, and really, just even a couple inches off the ground is so difficult for goalies. But like you say, anything round about their hands, you'd expect them to save.
So Millie Steiger there just, instead of going one-on-one, releasing the ball into almost a position where there wasn't any supporting player. So we're in the last 5 minutes of the game. Really exciting game. Western leading Grove by 4 goals to 3, and not sure that we're finished yet.
No, I think there's still more goals left in this game.
So Francis Lonergan getting a touch on that one, deflecting it from the high forwards that Grove had set on the baseline. And they set up an attack again with Amy Brodie in the left corner. With the reverse stick cross lifted, controlled by Helen Walker, but deemed by Sarah Wilson to be dangerous going into the circle. And Western have the opportunity to settle this down a little bit and get control of the game.
I think what Western need to do now in the last 4 minutes of this game is just to keep the ball. They're a goal up, they're a player up, and they want to just be sensible and keep the ball.
I agree. I'm not sure why when their forward players are getting it, they keep trying to look and cross the ball. I think I'd be wanting my players to just go one-on-one and just take a foul or control the ball. But Fiona Bruce working really, really hard there. Nikki Scrasson getting in and deflecting the ball before Ali Bell gets a chance to do anything. So a lot of hard work going on. Again, good work by the Western defenders getting in there on the Grove player, on Danielle Johnson, not giving her too much time to control the ball. And a bit like Sam spoke about earlier on in the game, taking the self-pass is useful, but not if you're just going to walk it straight into the defender. So here Grove have an opportunity coming in, releasing it back. Great tackle. Fiona Bruce making that tackle forward, going back and making sure that Pauline Stott didn't have the opportunity to have a clear shot at goal. Again, Sue McGilvery doing well there, looking back, and once again Fiona Bruce making herself available and drawing the foul from Amy Brodie and providing Western with the opportunity to attack again. Susan delivering a really good ball, but Millie Steiger not able to take advantage of it. So we're into the last 2 minutes now.
Yeah, just there, Western were keeping the ball. We're keeping the ball well there. Fiona could have maybe played a quick ball into Ali in the midfield and they could have opened it out, but then decided to calm it down. They are leading. There is 2 minutes to go. Yeah, I mean, that's a bad decision by Susan, putting that in there. I mean, they're never going to get that, the attacking team.
And with a minute and a half to go, it's really important that players make good decisions. Amy Brodie trying to attack Fiona Bruce one-on-one, and although she had Fiona turning, it meant that she didn't really take advantage of it. So, great ball from Susan McGilvery into Ali Howie, and creating an overload on the right-hand side. But Millie Brown being closed down by Louise Carroll, getting the ball back though, and giving Western an opportunity with Fiona Bruce to attack the circle. Jill Green, and first touch. Think she was trying to deflect it far post to Scraston, but it's now Grove on the attack with Linda Clements. Pauline Stott. Pauline Stott knocked over by Helen Walker, according to Sarah Wilson, and so Grove have the opportunity from the penalty spot to equalise and go for 4. Louise Carroll stepping up. Sam, what was your view on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty speechless, to be honest. I mean, I can't see how that's a stroke. I really can't. You know, it's such an important part, you know, time in the game. Yeah, speechless, to be honest. But do you know what? Jill Green should have picked that ball up, passed it, and given Nikki Scraston an open goal. So it just shows you small margins in this game. But I would, yeah, I wouldn't expect Louise Carroll to miss this. But that's a massive decision. I don't think that's a stroke.
Where does Louise Carroll go? Goalkeeper. What a fantastic save by Louise Duffy. Louise Carroll trying to go to the goalkeeper's bottom left, and Louise Duffy making a fantastic foot save, getting across and saving that. So with 33 seconds left, Ali Howie taking the ball from Helen Walker, trying to run it, to run the clock down, but now with 20 seconds left, Grove have the opportunity to attack. Western continually giving the ball away just now, whereas with 10 seconds to go, all you want to do is just hold on to it. So Nikki Scraston takes the ball and runs it down the sideline. And at the end of the Women's Scottish Cup final, Milne Craig Clydesdale Western have beaten Grove Menzieshill by 4-3. Really exciting game, end-to-end stuff, with both coaches thinking they had opportunities to win it and that they should have won it. Katrina Semple obviously going to be really happy that she has. Charlotte be very disappointed that they haven't, but probably a fair result in the end, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Western thoroughly deserved to win that game. I mean, I know I was a bit speechless with the stroke, but what a save by the keeper. And yeah, no, I think Western, they worked hard as a team, they stuck to their game plan. The defensive work rate was outstanding, and I think Grove will be disappointed with their performance. And Western will be delighted. Really difficult to break. They found it really difficult to break them down, and yeah, Western deserved the win today.